Hello, my name is Doyle Webster, and I'm running for re-election for the office of mayor of the city of Springdale. Now, they allowed us 5 minutes to make our presentation here. I could spend the entire 5 minutes talking about the financial challenges that your city has faced over the last few years, but I'm just going to try to summarize that for you. We encountered the loss for over 3,000 jobs when two major employers left our city. At the same time, the state decided to send less money back to us and other cities and villages. So we had a double whammy, if you will. But through all of that, our number one priority was to make sure we maintain the essential city services, that being a top-rate police, fire, and EMS service levels, and also to make sure that our street public works department had the necessary resources to keep our streets in good shape, especially during the winter months. We also had to severely cut back on our $700,000 a year annual street maintenance program. Now, having said that, let's talk about the future. And that is what makes me so excited, and that's why I'm running for another term as your mayor. You know, I'm constantly amazed at the amount of private capital that gets put into this community, evidenced by Tri-County Mall has committed $40 million into redeveloping that mall. You can drive up Princeton Pike, you can see all the activity taking place today. They are bringing in some new restaurants, some new retailers, and they're repositioning themselves to be very competitive going forward, especially with the new malls opening up and so forth. So we're very pleased with that, and that's going to mean some jobs for the city. Now, moving on up Princeton Pike, GWAA has closed the golf course. They run into some financial difficulties. They could not maintain the course, so they've shut the course as of Labor Day. They've sold that property, 116 acres of green space right in the middle of the city. They've sold that to a general industrial developer called Vandecar Corporation. Now, we've been working with those folks since late last year, trying to hammer out a plan that would protect the property values of the people in Heritage Hill and also the crossings of the park condominium owners. I think that with working with the developer and our plan commission, we've hammered out a pretty good deal. I don't think the citizens are going to be greatly impacted by that development, but if we had our ruthers, we would see that remain a golf course in perpetuity. But it was out of our control, and like I said, they ran into financial difficulties and they had to sell it. The flip side of that is that this Vandecar Corporation is going to plow $50 to $60 million into the Springdale economy and create over 1,100 jobs. Now, moving on over to Avon. Avon is one of the major employers that suffered some job losses back in 08 and 09. Avon still has a significant presence in that building. They occupy about 1/3 of it. The other 2/3, over 1 million square feet of space, has been renovated. You're going to see and hear some major announcements of some nationally known tenants relocating into that facility. Here again, bringing jobs to the city. We go over to Merchant Street. The other major employer that left the city was the GE, and they vacated several office buildings over there on Merchant Street. They're Class A office buildings. There's been some renovation done to them, not nearly as much as needs to be in all of them. But here again, you're going to hear some exciting news about that development. Some tenants are coming in there, and here again, bringing jobs. But the most important thing, and the most exciting thing, and I want to announce to you folks today, is the fact that Springdale, once again, is going to have a full-fledged grocery store. As a matter of fact, a 63,000 square foot grocery store. Now, give you a comparison. In its heyday, Thriftway was about 48,000 square feet. This is going to be 63,000, full service grocery store. So that was scheduled to open late this year. They've run into a few bumps in the road, and now it's scheduled for the first quarter of 2016. So, one thing that I do when I'm running for re-election is I knock on every door in the city of Springdale. And in doing that, I'm very pleased to tell you that people are happy with the service levels. They're very understanding of what the challenges the city has faced. And they agree with our spending priorities. And it's very gratifying to see young families moving back into the city. Now, in knocking on these doors, I get a good sense of what's on everybody's mind. But anyway, in closing, let me just say this, that I've enjoyed being your mayor, and I once again ask for your support on November 3rd. You can always reach me if you have any questions at 671-4489, and thank you and have a great day.